My boys, we have a wonderful machine in our possession, having until we fully explore the full potential of this miraculous machine. We shall tell no one. I'd like to talk to you about a concept here. It is the 26-26 sequence. Now, the 26-26 sequence has two values. It has the 25, but actually if you add up 26 plus 26, you get 52. Now, you can't represent 52 in a single cell in roulette, so it represents 25. It's just switched around. So this is actually 52 right here, because if you look at this addition here, it's 26 plus 26, and then you have over here these 0 zeros. It allows this sequence to travel to this location where the 0 zeros is, and then it goes diagonally to the 25, which is supposed to be 52, because 26 plus 26 is 52. So there's the 52, but it's represented by the 25. Now you could verify this sequence by this statement, because the 25 carries the statement 2 5s, and 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. So what you got over here is a 10. And then over here, this sequence, the 13, is the I am statement. In other words, the 3 is the M, like I am. So it's 10 I am, and then it sequences to the 25. So remember that the 25 carries the statement 5 5, and 5 plus 5 equals 10. So that's one way to verify this sequence right here. And then over here, I'm going to explain how this 46 came about, because this is also equal to 46. So the 26 plus 26 is also equal to 46, because 26 carries the statement 2 6s, or 6 6. And since you have it twice, right? This is 2 6, this is 2 6, so it produces 6 6 6 6. And how do you add these? Those are 4 6s, and that is equal to 4 6. So that's why this sequence here is equal to 4 6. I'd like to move on to another concept over here. Whenever you see a 26 and then a 6, that usually adds up to a 36. So what you have here is 26, 6, and then you have the equal sign. This is the equal sign, and then it leads to a 36 over here. And one way to find out if that is your environment that's being expressed is if you look over here. This over here is the statements. That's to me, or me to me, as in 2 cells probably right here. And then we have the 36. So this is a hint that you're probably in this environment. And so what happens is it added these, and the way it adds it actually is that this is actually 2 6s, right? 2 6s is equal to 6 6, and this is just a 6 by itself. So you end up having like 3 6s, like 1 2 3. That's 1 6 2 6, and that's 3 6. So that the way you express 36 is 6 6 6. In other words, 3 6s is 36. And so this is why right here you got the equal sign, and then it ended on the 36 right here. And to be safe, I usually play all 6s, so that's something that you probably want to consider there too. I'd like to move on to this concept again, the 36. One thing I noticed that there were a lot of 36 being played out here. In other words, this is 1 1 in binary notation is actually 3. So what we have here is 36 actually. And I noticed that there was a 0 hit. So this is 30, because this is a 3 in binary notation. 3 linked to a 0, that's 30, and then it lead to another 6 over here. So that makes 36. And then it's sequenced to this 36. And I was figuring if there was some sort of statement that sort of expressed that, and I looked at this right here, and there's a 3, and it says 36, so there's going to be 3 36s. So here's 1 36, this together makes another 36, and this is a 36 here. I'd like to talk about this concept here where it's 29 is equal to 99, which is equal to 18. And that's because the 29 carries a statement 2 9s, which is 9 9. And 9 plus 9 is equal to 18. As you can see over here, we have an 18. And just a half step away is a 29. Now, in a situation like that, you could play out the 29 as the high value number, but I would recommend playing all nines, and nine would be 9, 19, and 29. If you play those all those numbers, you're going to hit on a 9 at least. But the high value number there is 29. But play all nines. Same thing over here. You know, this is 29, and you're thinking it's going to sequence to a 18. But the problem is that if you just play 18, you lose. You see, so it's always better to play all eights, and that would be 8, 18, and 28. That's all you need to play. So never assume. Thing is, Mother Nature throws a lot of curveballs, so you know there's going to be an 8 of some sort. So play 8, 18, and 28, and you're okay. And over here, as you could see, you know, you have the 29. You think it's going to be 18, and it is actually 18. But look how it formed it. You see there's an 8 and a 10? That's 18. So maybe you should be able to see that. Because if it's 29, if you see an 8 there, obviously you're going to play either a 1, that makes 18, or you're going to do a 10 to make 18. So again, in this case also you would play all 8s because you're assuming that. But be aware of this 8 because that's going to link to either a 1 or a 10. I'd like to talk about the 39 environment, and there are expressions here that expresses this. In other words, this sequence here, as you can see, is right here. It's the 1-1 is just the equal statement. The statements are on the left-hand side, and the value numbers are on the right-hand side. So this is expressing equals what? 39. And over here you have also R. The 1, 2 is the R statement. R what? 39. 39. See? So this is also expressing the same thing because it's the 29. See? Linked to the 13. It's just expressing R 39. And so what happens is that usually you have two numbers that add up to 29. Just like this, 26 plus 6 equals 36. Same sort of thing over here. 9 plus 29, which is adding all the 9s, which is, here's 2 9s and this is a 9. So that's basically 39. Now, the thing is that you're going to assume that there's going to be a 3, and probably in the value section right here, a 3 that'll link to the 9. And the way to determine what the number is going to be is that there are only 3 possibilities. In other words, here we have the 29, right? And we don't know what this value is going to be. So, so this is what we call the X factor. And to determine the X factor, it's either going to be a 1 or 2 or a 3. If it's a 1, it's 13. If it's 2, it's 23. If it's 3, it's 33. And in this case, it's 33. But you also want to include just the single 3, because it might be 3 solo, and it would link to a 9. So that's how you got to be aware of the environment that's being played out. And remember, if you already have the 9 and 29 played out, you know that this is going to be a 3 or I already said it was 13, 23, or 20, 33. So there it is right there. I also want to talk about this sequence here, which is whenever you see like 1, 3, 3, 3, that equals 19, because if you had 3 plus 3 plus 3 and a 1 to it, that represents 19. And as you can see over here, we have a 9 and a 10. That's 19. So if you notice the 13, you might want to imagine a 33 there, because if you do that, then that links to this 19 here, because this is 3, 3, 3, which is 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9, and linked to the 1 makes a 19. I'd like to talk to you about the concept of the 21 carries a statement 2 1s, which is 1 1. So usually you'll see a 21 sequence to 11 right there. And another concept is this 21 31. Now the 21 is 1 1, and the 31 is 1 1 1. That makes 5 1s. Now I want you to notice this 5 right here. This is the value. Just it's a value number. And over here is the 11. And if you link the this value, which is 1, to the 5, it makes 51, I 51, and that kind of satisfies this sequence right here, the 21 31, which is 5 ones. And that pretty much ends this sequence environment. There's a lot of other sequences, but we're going to leave it right there. And we'll see you in the next sequence. And folks, as always, please click the subscribe button below. Show some love. Give me some thumbs up. I have links below with PayPal and Patreon. And I will see you on the next wonderful world of random sequencing.